Love is a beautiful concept. So in this video, I'm going to talk about 4 books that made me think about love, made me, fall in concept of the love. To be honest, if I talk about my journey is kind of a monotonous or singular, I will say, because I was always focused on careers. But there is something, more specific about the love, understanding about the love. And this year, I really wanted to understand or experience the feeling of love. It's not only with, with family and everything, we do have that kind of stuff, but having with the partner or understanding a partner or growing with the partner, it's something that I'm looking for. So these are the few books that changed my understanding or changed my knowledge about the love. First book is All About Love by Bell Hooks. It's an amazing superb book. It's a kind of filled with a lot of understanding about the love. Like there are few chapters where she talks about, starting if you ask any kid or if you ask any school student, then what is the meaning of love, then they might give a very simple answer, like, having a rubber or having a sharpener or having a, good bag, that kind of stuff, or meeting their mother after, after the school, that kind of stuff. But if you ask an adult, or if I ask you what is the meaning of love, then you might think a lot, like, okay, this can be the meaning, this can be the meaning, or this can be the meaning, or probably I don't know how to explain the meaning of the love. But if you ask those to the school children, they are going to do it very simply. So that's the problem. When we grow up, we watch movies, we read book, we do a lot of kind of stuff, and we change our concept about the love, or if we change, the understanding or the meaning about the love, which is completely unfair, because this world, the movies, the, books, everything sets your expectations so high that you might think, okay, this can be the love, this is the love, having a romantic partner, having that kind of stuff is love. Obviously that is one of the major factor, but it's not completely about that. This book specifically talk about why true love is difficult in today's world, and how to build the relationship with your partner, how to build those connection in the relationship, how to deal with society's expectation. This book also talk about how to define love and how to be in love. Like there are different chapters. I will highly suggest you to buy the book. I really wanted to have the hard copy about this book. I do have this on the Kindle and the Audible, but having the hard copy about this book is something I really want, and this year I'm going to purchase, and I will put that, on the Instagram definitely. So All About Love by Bella Hooks is definitely a good guide to understand the basic about the love. Even though this book is little bit odd, or the little bit old, sorry for the mispronunciation, but this book really holds a lot of concept about the true love and understanding about it, a basic factor that you might got influenced because of a lot of society factor. And if you want to understand true love and the definition of it, then All About Love by Bella Hook is a definitely good book. The next book is The 5 Love Languages, a very short books, like hardly 100 or 200 pages book here, but it's all about understanding 5 different kind of love languages. Its book is 1992 की book है, and I will suggest you to go on the Google and check for the 5 love languages quiz. And there are few questions, like there are 10 to 15 questions that you have to answer, and then you will able to figure out what is your love languages. My love language, if I want to talk about me, then you can see the screenshot here. My language is more about the quality time. Like I love spending quality time with the people, I love talking to them. If you are just be with me and just, talk to me, then I might feel better, because that's something that is a kind of love language for me. So what is your kind of love language? If you want to figure out, I will put the link in the description about the quiz, or you can just go to Google and search for it, and you can able to figure out what is your personality type or what is your love language. So there are 5 types of love language. First one is obviously the quality time, where you love spending quality time rather than anything. Second one is gift. Like some people love gifts more than any other thing. Like if you gift them anything, then they will feel happier. So you need to figure out what your partner like. I will ask, like, both of you, like whether you are in, ask your partner to give that test also, and then you will able to figure out what they like. If they like more about the quality time, then try to spend more time with them. If they love more about the gift and everything, then try to gift them more and more stuff, so they will, feel better, or the feel into the relationship. Then the third one is act of service, jहाँ पे you love doing stuff for your partner, like cooking for them, making tea for them, or making bed for them, that kind of stuff. That is a kind of act of service. Next one is the physical touch. So some people love getting into the physical touch, like hugging each other or cuddling, that kind of, the physical touch. Like even if you be with them, or even if you just slightly in touch with them, they feel much better. So physical touch is another kind of a love language. And the last one is the word of affirmation. So basically this is kind of love language where other people feel good when they talk, you say something good to them. If you are a writer, or if you are not into that, but if your partner is, love language is word of affirmation, then try to speak with them with a very good note. Try to, talk to them, try to give them comfort through your language. So these are the 5 different kind of love languages that help me to understand what is my type. Basically my is more about the quality time. If I want to go with any partner, then I will ask them to, go and give this state, just to understand what their thinking is, what they like. So probably it's easy to match up the connection, and it's easy to figure out the middle ground between you two. And the more early you find the middle ground, and the more early to able to adjust, then obviously it's going to be a long lasting relationship. So that's the reason 5 love languages help me to understand what is my love language, and how to look at the partner if they are into the different love language. Next book is How Not to Die Alone. So this book helped me to understand the dating scenario. Obviously, like, to be honest, I'm single, and when I look at the relationship, when I look at the couple, obviously I do feel like, okay, I also want I really want to get into that, I want to that. But the emotional part of me is a kind of little bit of struggle. I won't say struggle, but I'm kind of afraid to get into that, because I feel like if I give more and if I don't receive anything in the back, then what will happen? So it's a kind of little bit थोड़ा सा ऊपर नीचे वाला scenario in my case, but I really wanted to try that, and this book really helped me to understand how to not die alone. If you don't want to die alone, then obviously you need to find a partner, and but how to go and look for the partner. So it's more about understanding the setting up the benchmark. Like, let's say you meet a person, and a person you like these qualities about the a person, then try to remember, okay, these are the qualities about the a person, but these are the bad qualities about the a person which are, I don't want to go with. Then you meet the B person. Like, don't try to get attached to the A person, but try to meet to the B person, C person, and try to meet as many as people. And once you know your benchmark, let's say these are the qualities I am looking for, and if any person try to surpass all of those quality, then that is a good scenario, or that is a good thing to go with that person. So that's how, I understand the dating. That's how I am going with the dating. So I try to meet a lot of people, try to understand, other girls ki what they are doing, what they love, what are their ambitions, a lot of factor. As soon as I'm able to figure out ki, okay, this girl is able to cross my benchmark, then obviously I'm gonna propose her, I'm gonna ask her out, I'm gonna go on with the date with her, and lot of stuff. So that's how this book, How to Not Die Alone, is gonna help you to understand all about the dating factor, and how to choose your partner for long term relationship. Next book is Attached. Attached is a kind of book जहाँ पे मैंने पढ़ा था कि attachment किस किस टाइप के होते हैं. Like, obviously now you are going with the dating, now you are gonna find the partner. Now the next part comes like attachment part, where you want to get attached with them, either physically, emotionally, mentally. Obviously you have to get attached in every other way, but as soon as you get into that attachment part, there are 3 different kind of attachment part that you should know before investing your emotion or the mental health or the energy in your partner, because obviously you are doing for your good cause, both of you, kind of thing. And but if you don't know your attachment style, then again you are going to fall into the trap. So there are 3 kind of attachment type. First one is anxious style. वहाँ पे you feel little bit of insecure. You feel like, yeah, I am giving more than 100%, but सामने वाला will that able to love me back, सामने वाला will that able to give their 50% if I am putting my 50%, and you get little bit anxious about that. In this attachment time, you are constantly worry about your partner, like वो मुझसे बात करेगा कि नहीं करेगा, करेगी कि नहीं करेगी. Then you start constantly thinking about that. Then you get into that overthinking loop, and you feel bad about it. And ultimately, like, छोटी छोटी चीज़ें भी यहाँ पे problem कर देती है. Like, if they say they will call you back, and if they don't call you back, then you get little bit anxious. And that the kind of, you have to you spend a lot of time trying to worry or thinking about your partner, like what they are doing, what they are thinking, how they gonna behave, how they gonna love me back or not. So, and you get into that anxious mode. So anxious type, you need to figure out, and if you want to the solution, go read this book, because I'm not gonna talk about the solution about this and how to solve this problem. Next kind of style is avoidance style. So in the avoidance style, you always wanted to be the independent partner, or you wanted to be the independent in your relationship. So in these kind of people, they want to get into the relationship, but still they wanted to feel independent. Like, it's a kind of little bit complicated to make you understand. but you are in a relationship, but still you want your own choice, still you want your kind of control over the life. You don't want your partner to control you 100%. And if you are in that zone, then avoidance style is something you are into, avoidance style you have, and you need to figure out how to fix that, because सामने वाला person is more about the quality time, and if you are into the avoidance, then you always want independent, but the other person wants is more about closeness, more want the spend time with you, and you need to figure out the middle ground to get over this avoidance style. Third one, which is my favorite, which is I have able to find out, okay, if I get into the relationship, then I will be that kind of person. That is called the secure style, where you don't worry too much, but don't you don't worry about that too much, but you also care about that. You love that people, you give them their time, give them their choice to make in whatever they want to do. So that is a kind of called a secure style. So you need to figure out which style you are in. If you are into the avoidance or anxiety, then you need to shift to the secure style as early as possible to build your relationship. And if you are already into the secure style, then try to make more and more relationship more enjoyable, because you are into the secure, which is the most good thing, I will say. These are the kind of people, they love to share their thing, they also don't worry, like they try to keep the balance the relationship, because that is something they know that is going to help them a lot. So if you are into the secure style, then make sure you work on that. A secure partner is a best kind of relationship, and if both are secure partner, then that is one of the best relationship, I will say. If both partner are secure about each other, then that is one of my favorite kind of relationship. And I have seen this with my friend, and it's really amazing to get into that secure zone, or the secure zone where they last long, they share everything, they don't keep anything in mind, and it's just one of the that fantasy valley love story you get when you are into that secure relationship. The last book that I want to talk about is How to Be Adult in Love. So we have gone the step by step, like understanding what is love, then and how to understand the love language, then how to not die alone, then understanding the what type of attachment style you have. Now it's time to how to be adult in a love. So he in this book, I'm not going to talk about everything, but in this book he talk about 5 different A's that you should know. The first A is attention, second A is acceptance, third one is appreciation, affection, and allowing. So as you understand by the name or the topic of this name, it's 5A. Like you have to work on this 5A to make your relationship much better, or to be adult in a relationship, because you cannot become a child in relationship. Obviously when you are doing musty kind of stuff, then it's okay, but other than that, when you have the responsibility, when you want to deal with that, then having these five A's gonna help you a lot in any kind of relationship. And that's the reason these 5 A's you have to work out. You need to work on these 5 A's to figure out what is your how you can become the adult in relationship. At some way you will be the adult, at some situation the other person will be the adult, but you need to figure out where you are lacking, and you to work on that 5 A's. So these are the 5 books, or the 5 love books that help me to understand my kind of style, and how I am become the loving person, how I understood the love, and a lot about that. And obviously I'm looking for the bright future with my partner. I don't know where she is right now, but probably enjoying a lot of stuff. And if you're looking for a kind of the letter to my future wife, then check out the link in the description. I will put the link in the description where I have wrote a letter to my future wife, which is one of the best it's kind of something that feeling I have for the future wife. So make sure you check out that. And if you're looking for more romantic books, then check out this video where I shared a lot of romantic books that you gonna love. And if you're looking for the more audiobooks, then check out this video where I shared a lot of audiobooks. So that's all about today's love topic that I want to discuss, and pretty much I hope you understood. And let's see you in the next one. Bye bye, tata, take care.